Once again, joined by Steven Spielberg. Steven, thanks for being here.
Great to be here always.
We're here at the Florence School Theater in Midtown Manhattan. Steven has joined us to program 3 of his sci-fi movies. We opened with Close Encounters. We just had AI, artificial intelligence. Now, 1 year later, from 2002, we have Minority Report with a terrific cast and a great concept. All of this is in advance of the premiere on Friday of Disclosure Day, which is another in the long line of Steven Spielberg sci-fi movies. What's the story?
The story is about what is actually slowly being trickled down from the Pentagon and other sources of strange anomalies that people have not yet come out and actually said are extraterrestrial. And my movie is about a day that we hope someday will come where the entire width and breadth of the archive of what's been kept secret from the global public is revealed all at once.
This is one of those conspiracy theories that has reached the point where if you don't believe something, then that's insane.
There has never been a conspiracy theory or theories that has been so consistent from 1947 and the Roswell crash to today.
Yeah, well, that's
the circumstantial evidence is overwhelming.
The circumstantial evidence.
Something is here.
Yeah, something is going on. We don't have the answer, but something's on. Who's in the cast?
Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, incredible young actor that a lot of us know, Josh O'Connor, Eve Hewson, Colin
Bono's
Firth,
daughter,
and Wyatt Russell.
Yeah. Okay, so Minority Report. This is the movie you make immediately after AI.
Yes.
And because it was released the next year, I'm imagining some of the work for Minority Report was done in those intervening years, or was it all done after AI?
It was all done after AI. The short story written by Philip K. Dick was submitted to me from 20th Century Fox. And I read the short story. I had not read it before. I was blown away by the concept, just the idea of 3 precognitives that can predict murders that haven't happened yet, and an entire police department that is put into effect just in DC only.
Only in one city.
It's like an experiment to be able to stop murders, premeditated murders before they happen, and also stop crimes of passion, which are harder to stop before they happen. There's less time.
There's less time, right? Premeditated murder, the precogs see earlier, but crimes of passion are literally crimes.
So that concept alone is what drew me in.
And also, as for, I mean, Philip K. Dick obviously writes the short story. His mind, what he conceived of is, in story after story, is remarkable. But that ticking clock is built into the idea, right?
It's built into the idea. It is a murder mystery. It is something I had wanted to do my entire career, not a murder mystery, but a film noir.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Noir Alley.
This is Noir Alley. You should be sitting here with Eddie Muller.
This is an Eddie Muller interview, but I'm going to pretend you're Eddie Muller. But I'm not going to succeed at that.
Right. Well, first of all, thank God. Yeah. Nobody actually wants to sit next to Eddie, by the way. So.
Eddie. I bank on Eddie to introduce me to films I've never seen before, like Out of the Past and things like that. But
Eddie is amazing.
He's amazing, and I had always admired those movies, and even before TCM and Eddie Muller started putting them on, and bringing noir to our viewers. I had always wanted to do something in that genre. So the film, it was myself and Janusz Kaminski, who made a tremendous contribution to the look of Minority Report, and he also shot AI, decided to go into that genre.
It does not look like any other Steven Spielberg movie.
No, it doesn't. It's a darker film. It is more of a colder look, a bluer look. It could have been shot in black and white and done just as well.
And there's a
halo around
everything. Glare,
everything.
like a halo.
There's a glare around things.
And what was the idea there?
I wanted the glare to be in there because that's what's happening inside Tom Cruise's head, playing John Anderton. That's what's going on through his head. He is accused of a murder that he is convinced he could not possibly be committing in the future, in his own future.
Even though he believes in everyone associated with this program led by just one of my favorite actors to ever live, Max von Sydow.
Max von Sydow, yes.
And the precogs, they can never be wrong.
They have never been wrong.
They've never been wrong, and so if
even though it's only been a 5-year program.
But if they see a murder, the thought is, but Anderton as a cop, he's like, no, these guys are right. We're doing good. We're helping the world.
And he's a sprinter. He's got to get there before the murder occurs. He's got to run.
He's got to run.
And we have a theme in the movie, which I think Tom came up with, is a line that I think Tom Cruise himself came up with: "Everybody runs."
John, don't run. You don't have to chase me. You don't have to run.
Everybody runs, Fletch.
Everybody runs.
first time working with Tom Cruise?
First time I ever worked with Tom. We had known each other for years as friends. We had been buddies since I think a little after he made Risky Business. A friend introduced us, and we had always been looking for something to do together. And we had come close on a Western that we called Arkansas that we were talking about doing years before.
I want that movie. I want to see that movie. Yeah.
But this is the one that we both thought was the right way to come to go to work together for the first time.
All right, let's take a look at Minority Reports. Steven Spielberg, we'll be back to talk about it afterwards. Here it is from 2002 with a cast led by Tom Cruise. This is Minority Report. Back with Steven Spielberg here at the Florence Gould Theater. Steven's film Disclosure Day opens Friday. Thanks for coming in. Steven has programmed in advance of that 3 of his own sci-fi films. He started with Close Encounters, AI, Artificial Intelligence. Just saw Minority Report. We didn't mention Colin Farrell. This is another guy, big movie star, who turns out...
And only his second movie.
Only a second movie, and really a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, he is.
Also, Neil McDonough's in it. I love Neil McDonough's.
From Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers.
He's one of our soldiers.
Buck Compton in Band of Brothers. My father knew Buck Compton at UCLA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Samantha Morton, and of course, perhaps most significantly, leading the precog program, Max von Sydow.
Right, which was a great honor to work with him. And he was on the set, always there, not in a dressing room waiting to be called. He'd be in a chair reading. He was always accessible and loved the experience.
And yes, he was the villain, but I fully believed him at that point that he was certain that what he was doing was saving lives, that this was a compromise that he felt like I have to make.
That was the misdirect for the audience very early on in the movie, that he wasn't going to become the villain because he had no ambitions.
Right.
And when in fact that was all he was about, was running pre-crime nationally, not just in the District of Columbia.
Right, but he wanted to expand it, not because he wanted me to be a hero. He thought, look at this, I can say we're saving...
He really believed in saving lives, and I really also think he believed that John Anderton was like his son.
Yeah, that moment where he apologizes, the great moment there at the end when you don't know who's been shot.
I've seen many scenes in movies where the gun goes off, the gun smoke goes up, and one person's going to fall out of frame.
Right.
And even though it's not original, and it's been done about 16,000 times, I had to do it in this film. I had to.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time you know who's going to be shot. I thought there was a good possibility that it was...
Yeah, well, that was the idea. We did our jobs then.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
It turns out you know what you're doing. Yeah, weird. It's weird.
Not all
weird.
the time.
Disclosure Day out Friday. You're proud of this. I can tell.
I'm really proud of it. It's something I've wanted to probably. A story I've wanted to tell all my life. It's not a sequel to Close Encounters, although the basis of the film is the whole UFO UAP phenomenon, and it is a phenomenon. And the movie is really a character piece. It's not just about the chases, and it's a fast film. You got to put your seatbelt on when you get seated. Get your popcorn and get your seatbelt. I promise you, it's a ride, but it's very emotional, and I don't think people were expecting that.
At least a year ago, maybe a little over a year, when they dedicated a theater to you at Universal, you showed the audience, not so much a trailer, but just like, here's 5 or 6 minutes from the movie. Yeah. And I had no idea from that it was a sci-fi film or that it had to do anything with the UFOs or the extraterrestrial life or visits. What I thought was, oh my God, this is an incredibly exciting movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently you know how to make those as well. Steven, thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing these movies with us. Great to see you. And again, thanks for everything you've done for TCM along with Paul Thomas Anderson and Martin Scorsese.
Thank you so much.
Steven's work done for the night, but the movies, of course, continue here on TCM, as always, uncut and commercial-free.
Next on TCM, Poltergeist, then 2 sisters from Boston, and later 2 girls and a sailor. Three's Company on TCM today.